Hi, I'm Jason. Welcome to ODRA operator training. In this module, we'll walk through the key visual adjustments operators should verify to ensure proper sweeping performance and reduce unnecessary wear. I'm inside the cab of the MT4H and I'm going to show you broom adjustments. So we're going to start with the side brooms, and this applies to the MS5H as well as the MT4H. For our broom adjustments, we're going to turn our brooms on. We're going to lower them down to the ground and we're going to burn a pattern. Once we determine what the pattern is, then we can make an adjustment. In order to make that adjustment, we would use the neck switch over, which is our tilt control for the left gutter broom, and this switch is our tilt control for the right gutter broom. So pushing up tilts the broom out, pushing down tilts the broom back in. Along with the adjustment of the broom for tilt, we also have the pressure control up here. So as I turn the dial closer to zero, that applies more pressure. Think of it as ground zero. So the more pressure applied, the bigger my pattern is going to be. So a combination of the pressure and the tilt is going to get me the perfect pattern. So here we are with the MT4H. We're going to test our broom pattern. So, and this also applies to the MS5H. And so we're going to use the same sequence. And the first thing we would do is turn our main broom on, and then we're going to lower that gear to the ground and engage our hydraulics. And that broom's going to be turning, and we're going to let it sit there on the ground in that position for about 30 seconds or so, so we get a good pattern and we can tell how wide of a contact point we have with the main broom. To continue with our broom and elevator adjustment module, I'm going to show you, first of all, to check on the condition of your elevator and the tension. And that's what we're really managing slack. We're not looking for tension, but we're looking through this hole right here to the other side. There'll be daylight is what you're looking for on the other side. And that shows the chain's position. And so when the daylight is shut off, that means that we've got too much slack in our elevator assembly, and we'll need to add a little bit of tension to it and make that adjustment. Now, how do we do that? The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go to the top of the elevator. We're going to loosen these 4 bolts on the side plate. We're going to do the same on the other side. We want these to go up in unison, so we want to make sure that whatever adjustment we make here, that we're making equal adjustment on the other side. You'll loosen up the jam nut and you'll tighten the bolt up. It'll push the plate vertical. Once you get into position and you've got the correct position on the slack that you can see through the sight hole, then you're going to put tension back on the bolts, fasten those back down, same on the other side in a mirror image, and then that will complete your adjustment on the elevator assembly. So to continue on with our elevator adjustment and inspection, we're going to inspect the sprockets and the chains. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to unlatch the inspection panel in the back. I've already unlatched the other side. And so we're going to move this panel back. And then in this position, I can inspect the sprockets. I have good visibility of the chains. Position, I can inspect my flights to make sure that all of the rubber hardware is intact. At this point, I'll know what the sprocket chain and condition is, and I'll know what items need maintenance next. This concludes Module 7, our broom adjustment and elevator inspection.